Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss B from Terry Fox. I hope you're all having a great day. Do you want to hear a story today? Humphrey, do you want to hear a story? What about you, Lily? Do you want to hear a story? Yes, you do. Today's story is called, Dog Breath. Dog Breath. And it's a story by Dave Pilkey. Do you know who that author is? Think about what famous books this author has written that you've already read. And this one is going to be a great one. Bad breath is better than no breath at all, right? Let's think about that for a minute before we start reading. Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Hally, Tosis, written by Dave Pilkey. Horrible trouble? What kind of horrible trouble is this dog going to get in? I hope it's not trouble like Lily and Humphrey get in. Oh, my little monsters. Let's see what this monster trouble is. There once was a dog named Hally who lived with the Tosis family. Hally Tosis was a very good dog, but she had one very big problem. There once was a dog named Hally who lived with the Tosis family. Hally Tosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Wonder what her problem is. Look at the picture. What are all the characters doing? They're plugging their noses. Can you guess what her problem is? Hally Tosis had horrible breath. Whenever Hally Tosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, what horrible thing do you think has happened? Look at the fish! The fish, I think, has died. It's turned upside down in its bowl. And look at the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa's plugging her nose. When the children took Hally Tosis for a walk, everyone walked on the opposite side of the street. Even skunks avoided Hally Tosis. Oh dear, the skunk is holding its breath. That means that Hally's breath has got to be pretty bad. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea. Jumped up to say hello. Oops! Guess what happened? Grandma has fallen off her chair from Hally's bad breath. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog. Next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hally. Free dog to a good home. Looks like they're pretty upset about it. I wonder if they could think of a different solution instead of giving their dog away just because it has bad breath. Do you think that's a good enough reason to give up a pet? Children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Hally Tosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hally's breath away. Do you think it worked? Nope, it didn't. So the children took Hally Tosis to a very exciting movie called Breath of a Salesman. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hally breathless. But it didn't. Finally, the children took Hally Tosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hally would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. After all, the ads even said, "You'll lose your breath on a roller coaster." I don't think that worked. Yep. That idea stunk too. The plans to change Hally's bad breath had all failed. Now only a miracle could save Hally Tosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Ooh, what do we see here? What do you think's going to happen in this story? Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Hally Tosis. What do you think is going to happen, boys and girls? Yikes, whispered one burglar. It's a big, mean, scary dog. Don't be silly, whispered the other burglar. That's only a cute little fuzzy puppy. He looks awfully friendly, doesn't he? Two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. That dog couldn't hurt a fly, whispered one burglar. Come here, Poochie Poochie, whispered the other. So Hally Tosis came over and gave the burglars a big, nice kiss. Uh-oh. What do you think that did to the burglars, boys and girls? What does Hally Tosis suffer from? Yep, that's right. If you said bad breath, it's bad breath. The next morning, the family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. What? Tosis' family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Hally Tosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. I mean, look at all of the headlines. The Ravenna Review, rancid respirations restrain robbers. The Houston Herald, hero hound halts hoodlums. Boston Beacon, bad breath bungles burglary. Pittsburgh Press, panting pooch paralyzes prowlers. Tabloid Times, mutant space dog captures evil Elvis clones. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Hally. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Hally Tosis just wouldn't make any sense. Huh? Did you enjoy that story? I sure did. So, boys and girls, did you enjoy that story? I guess this is why on the back cover of the page it said, bad breath is better than no breath at all. Remember I said I was going to ask you a question at the end of the story? My question to you is, how many different solutions did the kids come up with to try to get rid of Hally's dog breath? And in the end, which solution worked? What would you do to protect your house from a burglary, especially if you didn't have Hally Tosis? Maybe you would get your own Hally Tosis. I have two Hally Tosises right here, Lily and Humphrey. Although, right now it doesn't look like Humphrey would save me or Lily or my house from any burglars at all because he's taking a nap in the middle of the morning, sprawled out on the floor. But, oh well. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Bye for now.